Welcome to the channel. Poor circulation doesn't start at 60. It starts with habits in your 30s and 40s. The future version of you is already being shaped today.
You've probably heard it a million times, right? If you've got poor leg circulation, just walk more. But what if that common advice is actually slowing down your recovery? Today, we are diving into a surgeon's perspective on what really fights off cold feet, swelling, and pain after 60. And trust me, the answer is probably not what you're expecting. All right, first things first. Let's tackle the biggest misconception out there, what I'm calling the walking myth. For years, the go-to advice has been so simple, just keep walking. But have you ever stopped to think, what if that well-intentioned advice is, well, incomplete? What if your daily walk, as good as it feels, is missing the one key ingredient your body is crying out for to really restore circulation?
And this, right here, gets to the absolute heart of the issue. This comes from a surgeon who sees it day in and day out. People are putting in the effort, they're walking faithfully, but the symptoms just don't go away. So that tells you something really important. The problem isn't a lack of effort. It's that walking by itself doesn't fix a deeper mechanical problem happening in the legs.
And look, we need to be really clear about this. This goes so far beyond just having cold toes. Think of poor circulation as a quiet but serious warning sign. If you don't address it, it can lead to some really scary complications that threaten not just your mobility, but your overall health and your independence. The stakes here are incredibly high.
And get this isn't some rare condition that only affects a few people. By the time we hit age 70, nearly 1 out of every 5 adults is dealing with this, and a lot of them don't even know it. That means someone you know, maybe even you, is facing this challenge. And that's why finding the right solution is absolutely critical. So if walking isn't the complete answer, what is? Well, to find out, we need to understand this brilliant piece of engineering that you have inside your legs, what surgeons often call your body's second heart. This right here is the whole key. It's called the venous muscle pump. Sounds a little fancy, right? But think of it like this. Your heart is powerful, and it pumps blood down to your feet, no problem. But it needs help getting all that blood back up again, fighting gravity the whole way. And that is the job of this pump. Your calf muscles literally squeeze your veins to push that blood upward.
This visual is just perfect. Your calves are the engine for returning blood, so when that engine weakens, which happens naturally with age or inactivity, that blood just gets stuck. It pools down in your ankles and feet, and that's what causes the swelling, the coldness, and that heavy, tired feeling. The problem isn't that you're walking, it's that casual walking just doesn't rev that engine hard enough.
So how do we fix it? How do we get that engine fired up? We're going to start with the foundation. Let's get right into the first 2 movements in our countdown, exercises number 5 and number 4, designed specifically to wake that system up. Now, this might surprise you, but this is often the very first exercise surgeons prescribe after leg surgery. And why is that? Because it directly targets that second heart pump without putting any stress on your joints. You're just isolating that calf muscle. Those slow, controlled movements, lifting your toes up, then pressing down to lift your heels, start moving that stagnant blood immediately. And here is the critical difference. When you walk, you're often just relying on momentum. But these ankle pumps, they create a deliberate, focused contraction. It's kind of like the difference between gently rocking a boat versus using a powerful paddle to really move it forward. This targeted movement is exactly what's needed to clear out that pooled blood.
Ankle pumps are fantastic for getting things moving in the lower leg, but that's only half the journey. We also need to power the pump in our upper legs, and the results of doing that is just staggering. A 2024 study showed that simple seated leg lifts improved walking speed by a whopping 28% in just 8 weeks for adults over 60. I mean, that is a huge gain in mobility.
And this brings us to our number 4 exercise, targeting the quadriceps and the hip flexors. But listen up, here's the secret. It is all in your posture. By sitting up tall with your back pressed firmly against that chair, you completely eliminate momentum. This forces your thigh muscles to do all the work. And as they contract, they squeeze the large veins in your upper leg, driving that blood back up towards your heart. Okay, so we've woken up the muscles, but here is where things get really interesting. See, strength is only half the battle. Now we're going to explore this crucial, and often overlooked, link between your balance and your circulation with exercises 3 and 2. You have to hear this. This quote is a total game changer. It's not just about circulation anymore. This is about staying independent.
Research is showing that seniors with stronger calves have dramatically fewer falls. And why is that? Because these are the exact muscles that are essential for good balance and for those quick reactions you need to catch yourself.
Now pay close attention to this one, because the whole secret is the pause at the top. You hold on for support, you rise up, and you hold it. That brief little pause is where all the magic happens. It forces your calf muscles and your balance system to work together, retraining the exact connection you need to prevent a stumble.
Okay, now let's talk about something that's both a powerful exercise and a fantastic diagnostic tool you can use at home. Your ability to simply stand on one leg is one of the strongest predictors of your future mobility. How long can you do it? If it's a struggle, that's a crystal clear signal that your stabilizing muscles and your circulation need some attention.
So what's the power of this exercise? It's all about time under tension. When you stand on one leg, all those tiny muscles in your calf, ankle, and hip have to contract continuously to keep you steady. This creates a prolonged pump effect that walking just can't replicate, constantly pushing blood upward while dramatically improving your stability.
Okay, we've built the foundation, and we've connected the dots between balance and circulation. Now it is time for the #1 most effective exercise that surgeons rely on to get real results.
So what is it? What's that single most powerful movement that you can do to activate that second heart and really force blood up and out of the lower legs?
And here it is, the standing calf pump with a hold. Now, at first glance, it looks a lot like exercise number 3, but the key difference, the thing that makes it so much more powerful, is the extended hold at the top. We're talking 3 to 5 seconds. That sustained contraction keeps the pump fully engaged, which maximizes the pressure that drives blood out of the lower legs. This is the most direct, powerful, and safe way to boost that venous return.
So there you have it, the top 5 movements. But how do you actually put it all together? Let's look at a simple, super effective daily plan you can start today. And as you can see, this whole plan is incredibly simple. You start by waking up the pump, then you strengthen the thighs, and then you integrate balance and power. And the best part? This entire routine takes less than 15 minutes a day. It's a complete system designed to fill in all the gaps that walking alone leaves behind.
We'll end with this thought. These small daily movements aren't just about feeling better today. They are a direct investment in your future. They're about staying strong, stable, and independent for years and years to come. So what will your mobility look like? The answer could start with these 15 minutes.
These habits have helped millions live longer, and now you know one of them. Would you try this daily? Let me know in the comments.